Okay, we're back with the third topic in the 6 tips for home buyers. So we'll get right into it, and you want to review your public records on this item here. Reviewing your public records is an actual deal killer in the process of closing on your home. You can get approved with public records, but you can't close until they're satisfied. So if there's some kind of judgment outstanding on you, tax lien, something like that, it will have to be paid in order for you to close. All right, so I've been in this business for quite a while, 130 houses, 135 houses, somewhere in that neighborhood I sold in the 12-year career that I had as a real estate salesman and investor. And this would come up probably 10-15% of the time with a title search. So a title search is going to be done on the back end of your loan process, and you'll definitely have to make sure that there are no outstanding public records against you. These are things that are recorded in the courthouse, right? The public records section of your credit report shows any liens, judgments, bankruptcies, or foreclosures that may have been reported by a court system. All right, so if this section is empty, it means you don't have any worries, right? You're good to go. If you do have one or more of these items, check carefully to see if they're yours and if they show as satisfied or settled. Anything unresolved will prevent you from getting a home loan and closing on that loan. All right. As it says here, this customer says they had a collection show up on their credit report. That wasn't theirs. And you can make calls directly to the creditor to get this type of thing resolved. Now we're talking about public records, so remember that any negative information such as a settled lien, judgment, or bankruptcy will stay on your credit report for up to 10 years. So a lender may ask you for an explanation of the problem, even if it's been resolved, okay, or if it was several years ago. So remember to check the courthouse. You can check most courthouses online. Nowadays, almost every courthouse is online. This is the county that you live in. Whatever county courthouse you live in, you can call them up, ask them what's the process for you to find out what public records have been reported against you. And you can get that information mailed. You can get it online. Most of the time, they're going to charge you. They have to charge for those types of services. So make sure you take a look at that. Make sure you know any liens, judgments, or I would say bankruptcies, but you can still buy a house with a bankruptcy if it's a Chapter 7, which is the one where you discharge all of your debt. The Chapter 13 is basically called a reorganization because they reorganize your finances so that you can pay some of your bills off that you filed bankruptcy on. So in that situation, you can buy a house. It is extremely difficult. So you may not want to even consider buying a house while you're in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy where you're making payments monthly, because that will have to be approved by the bankruptcy judge. So you're talking about a real serious problem there. I closed one of those homes in my career. It took us 9 months, close to 10 months, to close the loan because it had to go through the court system and be approved and things like that. All right, so that's going to do it for the third item, which is do a public record search. You want to make sure you do that.